We've given this rich, creamy, decadent cheesecake a colorful twist to make it a pastel kaleidoscope of orange, pink, green, blue, and purple. It's a tie-dye cheesecake and it tastes just as good as it looks. On Just Add Sugar, we're bringing you some of our favorite sugary treats that are sure to tempt and delight any sweet tooth. To begin this cheesecake, we're gonna start by making our graham cracker crust. Obviously, you can purchase a crust at a grocery store, but this one tastes so delicious because we're using brown butter. Brown butter is super simple to make. You just put butter into a sauce pot on medium heat until it starts to boil and turn brown. As soon as it turns brown, remove it from the heat and let it cool. So I'm just gonna add all of the dry ingredients, our graham cracker that we've crushed up nice and fine, our granulated sugar, nice heaping pinch of salt, and finally our brown butter. And this stuff smells so fantastic. Oh, it just really pulls this recipe together and really gives it that homemade flavor. And then just give it a stir using a fork. And the consistency that you're looking for is like damp sand. So if this is a little too wet, you can add a little bit more graham cracker, maybe a quarter cup at a time. This looks great. The consistency you're looking for is so that when you pinch it, it kind of holds its shape, just like that. Let's put this into our springform pan. And using your hands, press the crust all the way to the bottom of the pan, about a 1/4 inch thick, and then any of the leftover crust is gonna go up the sides about 1/2 inch. You know, we don't wanna cover all of the sides like you would a New York cheesecake because we really wanna see that marbled pastel effect when we bake the cheesecake. Now I'm gonna put this into an oven that I've preheated at 350 degrees for about 10 minutes to get it to set. While our crust is baking, we're gonna make the filling. So into a stand-up mixer, I'm just going to cream together our sugar and cream cheese. And just do this on a medium to high speed until it's nice and fluffy. Once that's nice and fluffy, we're gonna add our vanilla, and we're using both vanilla extract and the beans from one vanilla bean. And if you can't find vanilla beans, you can also use vanilla paste. This is just absolutely delicious, and it's the equivalent to 1 bean. So we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of that. So then we'll have those little specks of the vanilla bean with the kaleidoscopes of pastel colors. Next, while the mixer is on, we're just gonna add 1 egg at a time and continue mixing on medium speed. As soon as your last egg is mixed into the batter, you want to turn the mixer off. There's 2 important things to remember when you're making cheesecake. You want to use room temperature ingredients, and you don't want to overmix those eggs because that's what actually causes the cheesecake to rise and deflate, and we want a perfectly even cheesecake. We're going to divide our batter into bowls and then tint it 5 different colors. I'm feeling very spring, so let's go with pastel colors. And you can always add more dye, but you can't take it away, so start with a little bit and then keep stirring. You know what's great about this recipe is you can change the colors. So if you want to go for a 70s theme and do something really crazy and tie-dye, you can intensify these colors really bright. You could also do themed colors for baby showers or parties. Sports parties would be fun. I think I'm gonna give this yellow a little bit more of an orange tint by adding 1 drop of red. And finally, for the last color, I'm gonna combine red and blue to make lavender. These look so pretty. I'm just gonna check on the crust. Once your crust has cooled completely, now we can add our batters into the cake form. Now this is kind of like making a rainbow swirl cake. So I'm just gonna start by putting each of my batters in different spots. Doesn't really matter what kind of design you do, because we're gonna drag a toothpick or a bamboo skewer right through all of this and create the marbleized tie-dye effect. Now for this purple one, I think I'm just gonna use it as an accent color and just do a couple dots. So this is the exact same technique that you would use when you're doing this for a birthday cake. You would divide the cake batters, tint them whatever color you want, and then pour it into your pan. All right, now's the fun part. I'm just gonna use this stick and create a whole bunch of swirls through the batter. Oh, this is so pretty. And what's also great is that when we bake it, there's gonna be a marbleized effect in the actual slices, not just on the top. Now we're gonna bake this at 350 degrees for 50 minutes. Once your time is up, take your cheesecake out and let it come to room temperature. Next, put it in the refrigerator for about 8 to 12 hours. Look how stunning this cheesecake is. I just can't wait to slice into it. This cheesecake is so beautiful. You can really see that marbled tie-dye effect on the sides and on the tops. I mean, take a look at that. This is the kind of dessert that's really gonna impress your guests. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to POPSUGAR Girls Guide, and let me know what your favorite spring-inspired dessert is in the comment box below. I'm Brandi, and we'll see you next time. Bye.